Hey everybody, so I am at SHOT day 2. Got to walk around the floor for the first day. I've walked 18,562 steps. My feet are tired, my brain's tired, but I do want to get something quick out on a few things I saw and I liked today. Now I'm not saying these guns or these items are the best at anything, but I think they're pretty solid and something I'm excited to see in the coming year. So the first thing I saw that I really liked was that H&R is making a FAL. Specifically like the T48 FAL, the one the U.S. Army tested against the M14. I think that's really neat. I really like H&R's products, and seeing a FAL at a PSA booth just blew my mind. There's only one there. It's got wood furniture. It looks fantastic, and I really hope H&R makes them, and we can get a classic FAL or a T48, as you will. The other thing I saw I liked is the other shotgun PDWs. Now, I never claimed to invent the shotgun PDW. I just like the idea, and so does two companies, Genesis and Seymour. So Seymour makes the M26 Mass, which is a underbarrel shotgun for an M4. Military uses them, but not often. They also make the C26 separate from the rifle. So the C26 PDW, M26 PDW, excuse me, is incredibly small. It's still the straight pull bolt action magazine fed shotgun, but the barrel looks to be around like 3 inches, maybe 4. It's super small. Without a stock, I'm pretty sure it'd be classified as an AOW, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't seem like Seymour actually wants to sell those guns to anyone. Someone who does want to sell you a gun is Genesis, who is making something called the Personal Defense Shotgun, or PDS. This is a 5 or 5.5 inch barrel semi-automatic AR style shotgun built in the United States. It's not a Turkish piece of crap. It comes with like a PDW style stock. It's big, it's hefty, but it's really cool, and I really want one. So Beretta has two I really like, the 20X and 80X. 80X isn't new, hell, I reviewed one last month, but the 80X and 32 ACP is, which is really cool to me. You know, now I have a modernized Beretta 81 BB as the 80X and 32 ACP. The Beretta guy, when I told him I had a 380 version of the gun, he said, well, just buy the slide, barrel, and magazine, and you can swap them. So I can convert my 380 80X into a 32 ACP, which would probably be the cheaper route. So the other one, the 20X, is the revision of the Bobcat, or the 21A, which is a 22 long rifle pocket pistol. The 20X got the same makeover the 30X did, with the new magazine release, new trigger, and new tip-up barrel release. This is a tip-up gun, so you hit a button, barrel tips up, and then you can either clear or load the gun. I really like tip-ups. I think they're cute. I think they're fun to shoot, and since I collect them, I will have to get a Beretta 20X to keep that collection complete. First video I made, that was actually my first video and my first successful video, was the Smith & Wesson 432 UC review, which is the ultimate carry. That gun opened me up to the idea of the 32 H&R Magnum round, and I really like it in a J-frame. Problem is, ammo's hard to find, ammo's expensive, but maybe Federal can cure that. They're releasing two 32 H&R rounds. One is a defensive round that gets 14 inches in ballistic gel and expands, and I cannot remember exactly what it's called, but it's the only 32 H&R self-defense round Federal offers. Second, they're doing a American Eagle brand with some soft point 32 H&R Magnum rounds for practice, which would be really, really nice to see because getting practice 32 H&R rounds can be pretty tough. And I'm hoping these will be pretty fairly priced. They should be cheaper than Federal's 327 Federal Magnum, but they didn't have a final price at the show. So the next pick isn't actually a gun, it's the stock on a gun that I want to put on another gun. So Rossi has a survival rifle. Survival rifle is a 410 45 Colt rifle. That's a lot like the Brawler. It's basically just the rifle version of the Brawler. So as such, the Brawler can accept the survival rifle stock. So I want to get the survival rifle stock and form one of my Brawlers, and now I have a stocked Brawler, which would be pretty sweet. The stock folds. It's a minimalist style stock, and it would make it a super compact gun, way more compact than the folding brace gun I have now. So I'm probably going to tax stamp my Brawler and try to see if I can get one of these new folding survival stocks. I'm pretty sure ever since Beretta bought Benelli, they just destroyed their marketing department because I've heard nothing about the Benelli M4 Gen 2 I saw at the show. They're not even calling it a Gen 2, but it's clearly there's been a lot of quality of life upgrades. So the Benelli M4 Gen 2 features a stock that has more than 2 firing positions. It has an M-LOK handguard for accessories, and that handguard also has a integrated cut for a mini red dot, so you can look through a red dot while co-witnessing with your iron sights. The controls are bigger, the bolt release is huge, charging handle's bigger, everything about the gun is better, and in a very annoying fashion. It seems like they are made for law enforcement only, which is just ridiculous. People pay like 2 grand for these Benellis. You'll sell the Gen 2 for more than that. Just sell it to us. Just do it. So the absolute favorite thing I saw at the show occurred at 3:18 p.m., and that was the magical beer fairy. This is a gentleman with with 2 kegs of beer, a ton of cups, and he's just giving free beers to everyone. He's just vibing with the crowd. And at about 3:18, I really did need a beer. In fact, I needed two, and he also just let me take two. So my favorite thing at Shot so far has been the beer fairy. That guy's great. Anyway, this concludes day two. I'm gonna go check out some more stuff tomorrow. Probably do Caesar's Forum, finish the dungeon, and see if I can find anything kind of interesting.